Thousands upon thousands of visitors arrive in Oregon each winter to enjoy our many outdoor adventures, but there's one particular group of guests that have a nickname all their own. They are called the B-52s of the waterfowl world. Hi there, I'm Grant McComey, your host for Travel Oregon's Grant's Getaways. And these B-52s are huge. They're easy to admire, and you can see them most anytime in a lake, a marsh, or a pond. Come on along as we learn more about these B-52s of the waterfowl world, Tundra Swans. I love travel across Oregon in winter. This is one of the reasons. Unexpected treats that come when wildlife put on quite the show. Especially Tundra Swans, the long-distance travelers of the waterfowl world.
Just sort of take a little nap right now.
Few wildlife come close to surpassing the Tundra Swan's remarkable journey. For some birds, it's a 10,000-mile round-trip migration from the Arctic to Mexico wintering grounds and then back home again.
One thing is that they're huge. Okay, they're just some of the biggest flying, heaviest birds in the world are swans. That's spectacular, and then being all pure white like they are is great.
Metro naturalist James Davis says the 12,000-acre Sauvie Island Wildlife Area is a fine place to admire them.
The fact that you can sometimes see 1,000 of them flying around is just pretty overwhelming in terms of seeing live birds. Pretty great.
At a distance, they look like so many cotton balls, silent, majestic, floating atop the water at places like Trojan Pond near Rainier. But Davis is quick to note the serene appearance is deceiving, for under the water it is all action to survive.
They don't dive under the water to get food like some ducks do. All they do is tip up, and that long neck, which is over 2 feet long, goes down, and they can just reach just almost any kind of plant material at all that they can reach, they're going to be eating.
And they range across the state. Marshy areas like Fernhill Wetlands in Washington County is a prime hideout to catch a view to Tundra Swans. So is Baskett Slough Refuge in Polk County, where visitor access is easy just off State Highway 22. Further afield, try the Klamath Wildlife Area in southern Oregon, where the swan show is reliable until the big birds head back to the Arctic in March. Back on Sauvie Island, up to 2,000 swans will winter here. Assistant Manager Matt Keenan says the state wildlife area is a fine host for up to 200,000 waterfowl.
We do attract a lot of wildlife because it's kind of a large target for them as they're passing through. Lots of protected area without development here on the wildlife area. That's really the big advantage of it, is that we manage specifically for wildlife. So there's a lot of natural wetland characteristics here, and there's also lots of food crop that we plant specifically for wildlife.
Davis adds that swans mate for life, and each winter their young of the year tag along.
When it's time to fly south in the winter, well, the youngsters don't know where to go, so the family migrates south together.
The young are called cygnets. They're slightly smaller than their parents and sport darker feathers. Books can be lifesavers for the beginning swan or waterfowl watcher. James Davis wrote a dandy, The Northwest Nature Guide, Where to Go and What to See. Color photos make the identification easy. The goose song out here can be absolutely ear-shattering at times, but that's okay. And when you come, to make the view okay, don't forget binoculars or a spotting scope. Makes a huge difference enjoying the view.
Telling swans is not that hard, these giant white birds, but telling a bunch of ducks apart. So when you're looking at a distance, you need to have higher magnification. And you can't hold a higher magnification still in your hands to look through it.
So you carry both.
Of course, if you want to see everything, you got to do that.
A couple other things to keep in mind should you decide to head to Sauvie Island and watch for waterfowl. First of all, the site is managed for hunting through the month of January. Best advice, check the state's website and make sure you head out on a non-hunting day. Also remember, you have to have a parking permit if you leave your vehicle for any length of time. You can buy that online. And we have all the details and directions and the contact information so you can make your own waterfowl watching adventure on Sauvie Island. Until next week, do get out here and explore the great Oregon outdoors, perhaps with binoculars, and watch for the B-52s of the waterfowl world. It is spectacular to see them. For Travel Oregon, I'm Grant McComie.